echaron aquí, debajo del sol, debajo del sol. Yo. Bad Bunny, baby.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg. DA, it's all yours.
Well, almost all of the Greek Freak's points come in the paint. Giannis said...
You're right, DA. It'll be scary. Thanks. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot.
Well, the Bucks on offense look to swing things around and pick up the tempo as much as they can.
Well, you know, this team was second in the league in pace. Want to get the ball down the floor and get an easy 3 or a transition chance. That was their game plan. This approach had them as the 4th best offense in the league last year.
Hunter, no one around him, misses the 3. And stolen by Hunter. To the paint, here's Young. The second chance effort, and it's good on the layup.
You know, you love the effort. Forget the size disadvantage. Young's willing to go down there and mix it up.
Bledsoe for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That is his first foul of the game. Collins passes to Herter. Out to the right wing.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor. Not the start they were looking for here.
Hunter no good. To the right side. Bledsoe for 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Young with the ball. Matthews covering. Collins. Pass to Herter. Second chance shot. Capella controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, Capella's tenacity is so impressive. I mean, he's got an unlimited abundance of energy when it comes to offensive rebound.
And Giannis throws it down.
Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle of spreading it around.
Here's Herter. He's covered by Matthews. Here's the teardrop. Herter, no good.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Antetokounmpo is just a blur. I mean, I don't know how a 7-foot guy with that wingspan and all legs and arms can be a blur, but man, he's like a lightning bolt when he gets room to roll to the basket.
And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Well, the evolution of Brook Lopez continues as he is now a premier stretch 5. His three-point shot continues to get better and now a huge part of his arsenal.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. The Bucks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Collins against Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Hey, offensive rebounding. Positioning is important, but nothing's more important than pursuing the pumpkin. And Antetokounmpo is always in the chase.
And Lopez bold enough to give himself a nickname.
Yeah, well, what was it? Splash Mountain or something like that? I guess he's earned it with the work he's put in on his outside shooting. More and more centers these days shooting the 3-ball.
Young with no one around. Atlanta again missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. It's going to be Matthews shooting. It's going to be on Trae Young. And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender, who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long three.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
You know, in just his first season with Milwaukee, a huge success for Coach Budenholzer. I mean, came in and led the team to the top seed in the East, gave the franchise a huge boost, and I think they found their leader for the next several years.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. Clark for the Bucks. The players said Budenholzer instilled a sense of confidence in the team.
And you know what? Sometimes you have a coaching change, and that injection of a different type of approach and a change in culture can make a big difference. Coach Budenholzer has always shown the ability to get the most out of his roster and shows you what a difference a coach can make.
Reddish, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Shoots from 14, the putback, and Antetokounmpo on the follow.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here is Young. Three-pointer. Bledsoe with the rebound. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And really, Antetokounmpo never stops attacking. I mean, he's always in attack mode. He really forces the defense's hand. He keeps pressure on them at all times.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo passes to Ilyasova. Good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Carter, that's good.
Teague's ability to find the open man makes him one of the better passing point guards in the league.
And the last two drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
And, of course, there's no questioning Cam Reddish's talent level. Greg, he has a high ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, great size, length, the fluidity as an athlete. He can make an impact at both ends of the floor, shoots the three well for a young player, and you love his ability to match up really 1 through 5.
The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Over Carter, and Giannis with the basket on the assist by Hill. And that's 13 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And Teague, here we go. And it's slammed in by Teague.
Yeah, you could see how Teague was probing the defender there, seeing if he could catch him leaning and drive to the rim. Nicely done.
Count that one.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Over Reddish. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
6 seconds left here in the opening quarter. For 3, Hill, and oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the... Well, there are a lot of letters that go into the spelling of Giannis Antetokounmpo's last name.
The Nigerian way, you gotta say it with a D, so it's Adetokounmpo.
Seems easy enough, right?
I guess so. I think a lot of people are going to stick with Giannis or the Greek Freak.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Bucks.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Williams is out there with Kyle Korver. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then there's Hill. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the reigning MVP. He's the second Bucks player to win it since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And he's the third youngest MVP in league history. Kevin, he's just scratching the surface of what he'll do in this league.
You said it, D.A., and some good facts in your report, too. Thank you. It's good on the putback.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Mark, we know you have great passion for the game of basketball. Any passions that our fans may not know about?
Yeah, I enjoy golf. I'm an avid reader, as you well know, Kevin. We actually share book titles on occasion. Obviously, food is universal, and there's nothing I turn down. I try to eat certain things in moderation, but I enjoy board games, too. In terms of sports, I'm a fan of football, both college and pro. Enjoy playing golf, and board games and reading probably are what occupy my time.
You know, flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
He's off on that one. And Atlanta will come the other way. Carter left side. And then Carter with the dunk.
And Carter, well known for his throwdown ability. Superb at rising up and punishing the rim.
And the rejection by Collins. And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And then Carter with the dunk.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
For 3, Hill buries the long-range jumper. Hill's got his second basket of the night.
And you look at George Hill, his three-point shot, very reliable. A proficient scorer from behind the arc.
Here's Herter. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 4 assists now tonight. Bucks leading by 19 points. Here's DiVincenzo. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
And Herter gets it to go.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Well, you know, no doubt now the Bucks are an elite team in the East. Not only the best record in the league, but getting all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals as well. This team has a bright future and will be a force in the years ahead.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Kyle Korver. Matthews, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Hill. Count that bucket. Collins has got his second bucket of the game to go. And the Bucks got a lot of big wins, Clark, throughout the season.
They sure did. The Bucks were outstanding all year long. Had a very tough series against the Raptors in the East Final and ended up getting bounced out. But tell you what, this Milwaukee Bucks team, they're going to be in the hunt for championships several years going forward.
Bledsoe for three. Offensive rebound, Bucks. Lopez with the bucket.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Young passes to Hunter. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Capella's so good at finishing around the rim, showing you right there. Great explosiveness inside.
They double-team Bledsoe. Middleton dishes to Lopez. Down low from 11 feet away, and Williams with the basket on the assist from Lopez. And the Bucks lead by 20. In the corner, Herter with it. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Atlanta making a switch here. Reddish is checked in.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Andre Bembry's checked in for Atlanta. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Capella. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And the turnover again by Atlanta. Milwaukee leading by 23. Giannis inside. Capella covering. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Hey, you know, in the age of analytics, there's a ton of talk about player efficiency these days. And as we can see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, his efficiency, extraordinary.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Oh, and here comes Bledsoe all alone. Here's Giannis, and Giannis throws it down.
Decent at spotting his teammates. You know, Bledsoe is good, I think, at reading the defense and then recognizing when he's got an open teammate.
And Giannis throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Near the three-point line, it's... Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin,
thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 23 points, 3 assists, and 8 rebounds. He came into tonight following a tremendous performance last time out and looks eager for a repeat. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
We're seeing the Giannis effect. First player to ever finish in the top 20 in all 5.
And that'll do it for us, the third.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court right now for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. Young for 3, another 3 for Atlanta.
The first thing that jumps out at you about Young, that seemingly limitless shooting range and the spacing that affords for this offense. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
The feed to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Hawks have been in rebuild mode for the last couple of years, but this season brings a lot of optimism. Passing on Luka Doncic, the Hawks drafted Trae Young. He was much scrutinized, but Young came on down the stretch. His playmaking makes other people better, and also, they hope, will attract a free agent or two. Now the Hawks have added several rookies, starting with DeAndre Hunter. They believe they're poised to make some noise in the East. Kevin?
They took that gamble with Doncic and getting Young. We'll see what happens. Thank you, D.A. You know, Greg, at Oklahoma, the long-range shooting of Trae Young drew eyes. But it seems it's his passing that's his most NBA-ready attribute.
How about, Kevin, first player in history to lead D1 college basketball in points and assists. Top 10 in the league in dimes his rookie season. Young man has a chance to be special.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the last few seasons with Giannis is incredible. I mean, he just keeps adding to an already superstar-level game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Lopez with the block.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
Milwaukee's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. And you know, Greg, this last season, Giannis improving on his rebounding and his passing.
Career highs for him in both of those areas. If he ever adds a deep shot, I'm not sure how you guard him at that point.
Fernando, the pass to Teague. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And Dedmon throws it down.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Dedmon with the block. Teague, the pass to Herter. From past the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. From the arc, it's Dedmon with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Swiped it away. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo is really an absolute terror in the open floor. I mean, love seeing a guy his size run the floor the way he does. Wow, impressive.
Out to the right wing. Here's Fernando. And a miss there on the triple. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. It's Giannis with the drive. Rebound, Atlanta. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The Hawks again can't hit. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. From deep, the long distance 3 is buried. Giannis has got 34 points.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Mark, a big part of your game was rebounding. You controlled the glass so well. What's one thing you would tell young viewers if they wanted to improve their rebounding?
You know, I'm a little bit out of the norm here, but the biggest thing to me for rebounding is pursuing the ball. Boxing out is important, but pursuing the ball and good timing are the most important elements of rebounding. And that's what I would have players focus on. Pursue the ball.
Fernando, that's good.
You've got to have a good basketball IQ to be effective. I love the decision to kick it out.
Giannis is doubled. And he uses the glass on the layup. Giannis has got 38 points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And the Bucks with some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Korver in for George Hill. And then for Atlanta, Reddish comes in for Vince Carter. And DeAndre Bembry subbed in for Kevin Huerter.
And the space Lopez is able to cover on defense, using that size and length to reject the shots.
Good on the three-point shot. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
And Dedmon throws it down.
And surprisingly, a firm throwdown. And that's a little bit out of character, Kevin.
It is, Greg. You're right. He's got plenty of size to attack the basket, but rarely does.
Well, he certainly attacked it that time, Kevin. I mean, that's what they want to see more from him.
36 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Reddish, and it's good, 2 points. Reddish has got 5 now.
That's serving it up on a platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Milwaukee's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. Puts up a 3, and that one's good from Connaughton. Connaughton's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Teague feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Bembry. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got his 7th assist in the game.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
The shot's good from Lopez.
And have to respect the inside game of Lopez. Even when you contest him, he stays focused near the rim.
Here's Dedmon. Missed. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Milwaukee on top, running away with this one. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So it's the Bucks now. Brown out there with Ilyasova. Then there's Bledsoe. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Korver in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Fernando. From outside, off the mark. Brown kicks to Bledsoe. Bucks passing it around. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist from Eric Bledsoe.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Jacks up a 3, sinks the three-pointer.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Reddish the pass to Bembry, and it's sent back by Lopez. Bledsoe looking around. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Hawks shooting straight 49% from the field. Bembry the pass to Jones. To the inside, Fernando. And the layup's good off the glass.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by the Bucks.
Inside, and Lopez throws it down.
At 7 feet tall, dunking is very easy for Lopez. Once he's this deep, the defense is in trouble.
Bembry kicks to Reddish. It's hauled in by Ilyasova. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Now the pass to Bledsoe. Three-pointer. Gets a hand on it, and it's Bledsoe with the extra effort. Bledsoe's got 8 here in the quarter.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Stolen by Bledsoe. Hits the three-point bomb.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Bembry the pass to Fernando. That's tipped. Ilyasova with the ball. Bledsoe, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Bledsoe's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Here's Bembry, guarded by Korver. Now Reddish to the middle. Can they get it? And it's blocked by Brown. And here's Korver. Lopez outside, over Jones, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Bembry the pass to Fernando. Really left alone that time.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Lopez kicks to Ilyasova. Good, nice job down low. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Oh, good with the triple. Milwaukee's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. The three, Bledsoe, up again, and it's Brown on the follow.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
To the paint, here's Jones, and Jones with the stop.
Timeout. And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. A lot of smart guys playing in the NBA right now, Clark. Any that you spot that could be a great future head coach in this game?
There are so many of them, Kevin, when you spend time around guys and watch how they carry themselves on the court. Usually you look at point guards because they're quarterbacks and coaches on the floor in many cases. CP3, I don't know if he has a desire to coach, but he certainly talks and feels the game as a coach. And Mike Conley, I think he too has the type of cerebral approach to the game that could lend itself to coaching.
That's an excellent starting list. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Kane, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of it all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
The better replay, these fans got revved up, and that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Teague against Matthews. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Teague. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Hill. And last year, a tough one for Jeff Teague. Just couldn't put together his normal level of play.
You know, Teague missed some games with injury, but his shot just wasn't consistent. His passing and playmaking were as strong as ever, but you just couldn't rely on him to score.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bucks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Bembry, boom, he jams it straight down.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
The first one falls.
And Teague is just the player you want drawing fouls and getting to the line. A solid free throw shooter.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Bucks. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced. And that was the last thing they needed. Now the clock is stopped and they put them on the line.
Yeah, and I'm confident Coach was reminding everybody, don't foul at the start of that possession. Obviously, he didn't get the message.
And the dunk by Giannis.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Jones kicks to Dedmon. Launches it. A nice shot by Teague.
There isn't a lot of time in between when Teague caught the ball and then when he let it fly. I mean, that was a great example of a quick catch and shoot.
And stolen by Dedmon. Now here's Teague. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Brooke, congrats on the win. The bench was huge tonight. How big were they?
We have such a great starting unit, and I think our second unit gets overlooked a lot. They come in, I honestly think they're better than a lot of the first units of the league.
Well, you all helped win the game tonight, Brooke. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you later.